Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am CS the Viking Gamer. We are back with another Minecraft Monday, and we are back in Riverton. And today we are going to work on some farms. As you can see, we've got the farmhouses behind us, and I did a little bit of modifying to this house just to kind of make the roof look a little bit better. So as you can see, the roof, it kind of fits a little bit more of the aesthetic that I was going for now. You know what, real quick, I'll show you what I did inside. So it's been modified just a little bit. I rearranged the bedroom and the fireplace, which I forgot to install, which will be installed off camera, goes here, kitchen here, and that is the interior. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on with today's build and some farms. Alright, so since we're putting in farms, we're going to need a couple of different things. We're going to need pathways from where we're going to connect our roads to the houses. So we're going to need a shovel for that. We're going to need the hoe to till all the fields. We're going to need water to keep the fields watered. And then to kind of frame everything, we're going to use spruce logs. And then I think to plant the fields, we're going to use regular old wheat seeds and beetroot seeds. Alright, so I'm not 100% sure where the road is going to connect to yet, so we're just gonna do basics here. Now the path itself will get kind of cleaned up a little bit later. And right from the start, it's not important to have the path be perfect, as long as the path is there. Okay, I think that actually works out quite nice. We've got two roads, so we're going to do two paths. Let's just have this path go off from there. That'll do. Okay. So now, we're going to start with framing the entirety of the area. You know what? Let's start at the upper reach and work our way down. So right here, along the edge of this, we're going to put and frame the entire hillside with the logs. Now we want the hillside to be perfectly framed, just to give it the look like they're supporting the hillside. That was the wrong button. Okay, just kind of like that. So now to show how I like doing the... Yeah, that works. To show how I like doing the irrigation, we are going to knock back this whole layer right here. Now this doesn't make sense right now, and I am completely aware of that, but it will make sense as soon as we get started. So now that that is cleared, we're going to dig down one block the whole way. Okay. And now we're going to fill this trench with water. Now anyone who's played Minecraft for any significant period of time knows that crops will irrigate 4 blocks out from a water source. So that means that doing this will perfectly irrigate this patch all the way around. Now that does not cover the entire field up here, So we're going to get to that in a minute. But first, we need to disguise the water. And that is why we dug back one block, so that once we've placed the irrigation, we can cover it up. And we don't have just a huge pool of water everywhere. Now the only sign that there is something going on is if you walk up to it, you'll see this little bit of a gap right here. But that's not too important, and once all the crops are planted, you actually won't notice it at all. Alright. So now I'm realizing we need a couple extra pieces. So we're going to grab those. We're going to need a jack-o'-lantern. We can use the spruce log. Or, you know what, for the jack-o'-lantern we're going to use the stripped spruce log. Then... you know what, we'll grab the seeds in a bit. Then we're going to need the birchwood slab and birch trapdoors. What else? What else? Levers. We need some levers. Why can I never find... there it is, lever. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to make a scarecrow. So we want to be able to irrigate as much as possible. So we're going to put scarecrow right here. So we're going to dig a hole, put a bucket of water. Ah, dang it. I swear this always happens when I'm in a hurry. Okay. So now, okay. So we've got water underneath this block. We can now place stripped wood and then a jack-o'-lantern on top. So the jack-o'-lantern will also provide light to the area, so at night you can kind of see the crops. So now we're going to remove this block. And place another log underneath it. And now on the top, we're going to put a slab. Now you can do this, you don't have to. So now we've got a scarecrow with a hat. A little funny, I know, but I kind of like when it looks like this. And again, you don't have to, I just enjoy doing it. Alright, so now another way that you can do this is grab the hoe back out. There we go. You can till the area around. And any area that won't get irrigated will eventually turn back to grass. Now you don't have to do a scarecrow at each point where you want the land to continue growing, because that would get, you know, just really repetitive. So what we're going to do, because we've got the wall here, and the wall is level on either side of the wall, we can, at this spot, let's just grab some of this. So that will allow irrigation, but disguise it so that it's not noticeable. And we can also, if you didn't want to place a dozen blocks to replace everything, go like so. and boom. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about right there. It was too far away, so it lost its irrigation. And we can do that irrigation trick anywhere we need it to be. And we can even do it under the whole tower if we wanted. We just have to remember, when we're done, to place all the blocks covering the area back up. There we go. I keep getting rid of the hoe when I should be getting rid of the shovel. There we go. Alright, so that's the basics of it. Now, say, for example, you had a spot like right here. This is going to be too far from where we could disguise it in the tower, too far from where we could disguise it in the edge there. So, dig the hole, fill it with water. It is 4 blocks away right there, and it's close enough to either side. And now, half slab there. And that should be close enough and still have water underneath it, yep. So those plots will get irrigated and will blend in with everything else. So if you don't want dozens of scarecrows throughout the whole place, you can do little hidden water plots like that. Now I intend to use a lot of those, but another thing that you can do, like once you know where everything is going to go, you want to be able to get to it. So, for example, right here, we could determine that, well, we want a path to go along this way. So, we could say that a double wide path is going to go through right here to get to the crops. So now, we can do the same thing, just kind of fill this whole spot with water. And then cover it with half slabs, giving us the ability to irrigate everything. But we don't have to look at it the whole time. Now, of course, if you happen to be doing something like this next to a river, it makes it a lot easier. You can just say that the river is what's irrigating everything, but you don't always have that option. So this is a easy way to kind of make everything fit. And again, anywhere that you have a spot where you can disguise the water, you can easily do so. Just like that. Alright, so I'm going to disguise a couple more water plots here, and then just kind of quickly go through and till the whole field. Alright everyone, and that is it. So as you can see, the Riverton farms are coming along quite nicely. I eventually ended up going with some carrots and some potatoes into the fields as well, just to give it a nice mix of different things that are growing here. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed putting this together. I like how it came out, and I think it kind of fits with the village. Alright, so I think that's where we're going to leave it off for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe for future content. We will see you in the next one. This is CS the Viking Gamer signing off. Remember, victory or Valhalla.